So very similar to Australia. And because we live on a small island, everything has to be brought in by boat. And it's cost a little bit more money to live here. That's the thing. So, but I don't know how these guys can afford to drive these big diesel, big trucks. A lot of guys drive these big 4x4s. They're nice and everything to look at. But man, to fill a tank up, man, it's you drain the bank account.
Yeah, well, I've got a four-wheel drive. I got a Holden Colorado. Yeah, it's made by it's made by Holden here in Australia. It's the last Holden they ever made. Holden is owned by GMH, General Motors over there in the States. So I've got a diesel, and it holds like 80 litres. But I'm changing the fuel tank so I can put like a 140-litre tank in it, so I don't have to keep filling her up all the time now.
That's smart, man. Yep, less trips to the gas station. My last truck I had was a Silverado. I had a 3500. I think it was, Silverado Chevy. Good trucks and big engine. And I think I had the Vortex engine. That was my Parks Department truck. And man, it sure had a lot of power. And I needed that, though. It wasn't diesel, but I needed the power because as I was pulling sometimes a big trailer with either gravel or soil or whatever, a dump trailer. So it is nice to have that truck for the extra power there, QSL.
And I've got the Colorado 3-litre, she's turbo, and she's not bad on fuel. It's like somewhere between 600 and 700 kilometres per tank. But to drive around town, my wife, she's got a little Suzuki Swift, it's a 2015 model, but a little 5-speed. A lovely little car to drive. Well, I like driving it around town. It's only a small car, very compact, and very cheap on fuel. You can run around town for a whole week just on one tank of fuel. It only costs like maybe $40 to fill it up, Roger.
That's the way my Mazda B2300 pickup truck is. I got a 2010 Mazda B2300 4-banger in it, 5-speed. And man, that fuel lasts forever. And then my wife's got a newer Toyota RAV4 hybrid, but gas. It's got a gas engine. You don't plug it in or anything, but it is hybrid, and it is pretty easy on fuel, that thing, because it goes into like the hybrid mode when you come to like a stop sign or you slow down to a certain speed. It'll go into kind of this electric mode. But anyway, it is nice to have the power, like you say. And then plus your wife's got one that's easy on gas. So if you want to scoot around town, you use your wife's vehicle, and if you want to do a long distance, well, you know what? 700K per tank is actually pretty good for your truck.
Yeah, that's without towing anything. I've got a 19-foot caravan, dual-wheel caravan, and I get like 600 kilometres out of the tank towing it, so it's not too bad on towing.
That's really good. Holy smokers. And you know what? You never really have to leave Australia. Australia's so bloody big. Yeah, I would just vacation within your country. I mean, you want to go to the tropics? Well, you live in the tropics. You want to go to the mountains, the Blue Mountains or Kosciuszko? You just hop in and have a nice road trip.
Yeah, Joe, well, I've been around Australia twice, and my missus, she hasn't left the state. So, eventually, we're going to pack up and prove what we can get into the caravan and then travel around. Because I'll tow the caravan and she can follow behind it in her little 4-bagger and she can actually enjoy the trip around Australia and drive her little wiki around, Roger.
That's brilliant. Yeah, that's what you do. I see a lot of those big caravans, and they tow the little vehicle behind them. They're kind of have like a tow hitch there, QSL.
Drive, and then I'm going to put a 2-inch body lift and then a 2-inch lift here, and that way I'll upgrade my towing, and I'm going to upgrade it to 3.5 ton. So but I've got electric brakes all through it, so I'll put heavier body speed on so she can actually take the bloody weight of the caravan, right? Roger.
That's brilliant. Yeah, that's a very good idea. And I do see a lot of these caravans pulling like the little Suzukis behind them, or there's another small one like that too. And why not? They're nice and light. And then you park your caravan and you use that to get around, right? Better than renting a vehicle. So, but yeah, no, that's a great idea. That's pretty cool. You've been around Australia twice. That's a good trip.
Yeah, mate, yeah, it was fantastic, you know, so I gotta do it again one day and have another ball of bloody fun going around, Roger.
Yeah, you got to make sure you put a radio in your. Do you have a radio in your caravan? A 11-meter band radio?
Yeah, so no problem. Hey, Joe, I'll catch up with you a little bit later on there. I've got a few things to do here now. And I just had my missus come in and ask for some money, so I better go. And otherwise I'll be hanging up my clothesline to dry, Roger.
I know the feeling, man. When the missus wants something, you better give it to her, because happy wife, happy life. It was my anniversary yesterday, 9 whole years. So anyway, yeah, I brought her some flowers, some chocolates, and I made her dinner. She's pretty happy.
Yeah, mate, yeah, well, we've been, what is it, 30 years. Well, this year it'll be 31. I think we got like, we're at 28 days for our wedding anniversary, so yeah, it's been quite a while, mate.
I'll be sure to wish you a happy anniversary. Well, this is my second time around. My first time I was married over 26 years, and we're still very good friends. We got 3 kids with the first one. We're married on the island of Oahu in the Hawaiian Islands, and this time around 9 years ago I was Maui. I was married on Maui with Wendy there, so 9 years. But anyway, if I talk to you on your anniversary, I'll be sure. You be sure to let me know, and I'll wish you a happy anniversary.
Yeah, this is my second time around too. So, yeah. And I can say it, mate, it's going to be my bloody last. And, yeah. Gosh, the leg was funny. I thought it was bad the first time around, but second time's twice as worse.
Second time lucky, right? Yeah, no, I'm done too, Michael. No more times for me. 2 is enough for this guy. And no, I found a great gal. She's a good lady, into everything I'm into. So that's the main thing. You got to be compatible. So I mean, if I was still married to my first wife, it'd be over 39 years now. We got married in the late summer of 1986. So I'm 61 here on this side now. 61 years old.
And from there, Joe, yeah, well, my first time around was back in 1982 there, Joe. And yeah, it never lasted too long, but we do have a daughter, the first one around. And yeah, the second one, no kids, mate, yeah. I'm too old for kids. I'm bloody 64 in 2 months, so yeah, too old for bloody kids, mate.
I know what you mean. Well, my wife here, my current wife, was also married in 82, first time around. August 82, and she's got 2 from the first hubby, and they're still friends, which is a good thing. And I got three kids with my first one there. But yeah, I'm too old for kids. No more of that stuff. I'm glad they're all grown up now.
Well, that's all I can say, Joe. Yeah, these days I can sit back and just count the grandkids, and when they come along, I can just hand them straight back. Yeah, so it works out pretty good for me, Roger.
That's the way to do it, Michael. Enjoy life, and just kick back and enjoy those grandkids. And at the end of the day, they get to go home with your kids. So you got to love that. That is awesome. I'm happy for you, and I'm going to be wishing you a happy anniversary coming up sooner than later. Anyway, buddy, I better let you go. And I'm going to go inside and fix me something to eat because I'm starting to get hungry. It's that time of the day here. So we're going to say cheers and 73s to you in Queensland, Australia. Until next time there, Michael, 9 Echo Kilo 910 down under, 9 Alpha Tango 791 out here in the Gulf Islands. We're waving, buddy.
And from there, Joe, all the best there. You have a lovely evening, and we'll catch up with you maybe later on, but if not, tomorrow. So all the best there, Joe. 43 Echo Kilo 910. We'll go to the 9 Alpha Tango 791. All the best. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao, Mike. Cheers, buddy.